Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome, my Virgo friends and Virgo cross watchers, to the Divine Phoenix Rising Tarot. I'm Zachary. Thank you for joining me here this week, and welcome to my table. So this is going to be your weekly reading here for November 20th through the 26th. And all messages here are also timeless, you guys. If you feel drawn to any of these, I highly encourage you to give them a watch, whether they're from the past or even a different sign, because to be honest with you guys, these are not surface level reads at all. And there's a lot of information that comes through here that could be applicable to what's going on for you in the moment that you may feel you need to look at that. Okay. Go with your gut is what I always say. Okay. Go with your gut. So Spirit, what do we have spirit animal wise for Virgo for November 20th through the 26th here? And thank you guys, as always, for your love and support. I love you, and thank you for letting me support you in this way as well. I did hit 2,500 subscribers yesterday. I'm a little closer to 2,700 today, but that's when I was able to get the contest out for the 2,500 subscribers. So if you guys are interested, feel free to go take a look. I did post a video on that. If you've subscribed already, it will be the first video that pops up on the main screen. I've got it set to be that way. So feel free and subscribe, you guys. And take a look at the video. Like I said, it's got the instructions on how to enter. There's just a link to click in the description there to put in your information. And there are two prizes this time. So first prize is a 60-minute read, and second prize is a 30-minute read. So I am excited, to see who's going to win that one. That is going to go through the end of the month here as well. So feel free to get on top of that. And you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Those are all great ways to support me here. My Cash App and PayPal links are also in the description there if you want to support me in a more direct financial way. I deeply, deeply appreciate that. And those that have already, thank you so much. It's very helpful. I currently am saving up for better equipment. I was going to say new equipment, but like really equipment in the first place. I'm excited to be able to give you guys like a behind the scenes tour at some point here, because I don't think that in any way you would be expecting like what my space looks like. I'm very good at making it look pretty, not that I live in a bad spot or anything like that, but I just live in a studio apartment here, I'm just very good at making things look comfortable and beautiful. It's what I like to do. So your animal energy here for the week is lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So when this card comes up, I always think about like what cut off your tail here, okay? With the lizard being one that does regenerate parts of their body, something has happened, and the tail in particular is like a main focus of balance for the creature. So what I think about is like what has happened that you have been knocked off balance that you need to regenerate here. In going through your meditation, I saw a couple of things. So Taurus, to start off with the earth energy, there's definitely some like combining of energies that are going on right now. Taurus was dealing with some heavy, I don't know what I want to call that, bringing in like dimensions were coming together for them. And I kind of felt that come through with you guys as well. What I saw was like a split screen, and it's kind of like one side's red, one side's blue, but it was almost like you're playing two different kinds of video games, and they were going at different speeds. So what that was saying to me was you guys are feeling split in some way. You may be processing two different dimensional experiences as well, like Taurus is doing, but it felt more artificial, like this may be going on in your mind rather than, not that it's fake or anything, not gaslighting or anything like that, just more, this is how you're experiencing life right now. So I did see also like an X, you got your X axis and Y axis, a sine or cosine wave. I saw a sine wave. And the way I took that was actually like sine. Sine is what was coming through. There's a sign for you guys to be paying attention to in some way. And it's in regards to receiving money. So keep those eyes peeled, okay? Because this is a good sign. The next component that came through on that was balancing two extremes right now. So it could have to do with the way that you are experiencing your own finances right now has been really up and down. I mean, that wouldn't be a surprise to me. But there is something about receiving money and looking out for signs for that. Okay? That's all I got. I wish I could give you the lottery numbers, but that's all I got on that. I think that it could probably be a big portion of your regeneration here. You know, maybe your coffers were drained for some reason. One more. And you're looking to regenerate that. Maybe that's your balance. You know, that's your tail that was cut off. You guys are equipped to get through it, though, is what I feel. Seven of Cups. So I feel like you guys are hoping for more choices right now. Could be in the form of money. I feel like this is just in general for anything. Choices in life, places to live, clothes to wear, friends to have, food to eat, experiences to have. I feel like there is maybe it is like a boredom, or just you're feeling stale. Things are feeling like you need some stimulation. Maybe that's why these two experiences were such high-paced, high-energy video games. Maybe you guys are starving for some stimulation right now. Feel free to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus as well, you guys. Moon and Venus are going to be interior realm and the way you connect with others, so that's a good thing to look at for love, if that's what you're looking for, interested in. Okay. I do feel like you are kind of feel like you're nervous about, there's something that's making you nervous about balancing right now, about letting in that success. That is a weird one. Why, Spirit? I'm going to ask directly about that. This is not normally my typical, what is going on with feeling fear around balance or bringing in that success? I feel like you guys, your chakra systems are unbalanced. Your energy systems are literally unbalanced right now. So the energies that are going on around you and within you are feeling uncomfortable. So it's like, I feel like I see like broccoli, like an aversion to broccoli. Like, you know, something's good for you, but you may not like a vegetable, Brussels sprouts or whatever. I love broccoli. Like, I will eat it all day. It's my little trees. I love it. But I'm feeling like you know something's good for you, but you don't want to do it. You can't find your way to bringing yourself to do it because you're just unbalanced right now. Like, there is a separation between your emotional and your material world. Like that sine wave, the two extremes, like I said. Let's keep going. Let's keep going on that. Let's take a look. King of Wands. So I feel like you guys, there's a fear, there's an aversion to like leading yourself into a life that you need to be in, or not need to be in, but that's going to be good for you. Like I said, eating your broccoli kind of thing. And I would like to get more information on that. Let's keep going on this reading here, because that's a weird, like, why? Your general energy right now, I feel like it has a lot to do with grounding. You guys are like, you're not grounded right now. This was a strong energy that was coming through last week for sure. Not every sign has been getting this message still. Like, it's a constant. You guys, we are always going to need to be grounded. We're always going to need to focus on that. We're always going to need to come back to focusing on that, because that is the cycle of like being human. It's just something that we're always going to need to bring ourselves back into focus on. That's what the Two of Pentacles talks about, that motion of balance, getting back to a centered state. It's not a static place. It's changing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and it's a juggling act. So Page of Pentacles and the Magician here. Page of Pentacles talks about new opportunities, new things that are available to you, and I kind of feel like that's how you're acting like now, like a little kid that's in a candy store or a toy shop where everything's like ooh 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 ooh, like new ideas, or you're exploding with opportunities and ideas, and and thoughts on things that you want to do, but pursuing them or keeping them going is really difficult for you right now. You need those vitamins from that broccoli to keep going, and you don't want to eat it because, I don't know, you don't like broccoli. There's an aversion right now to doing what is good for you. God, that is such an interesting energy. Like, I mean, some people are that way, but it's like a petulance, like, meh. And I don't feel like this is your typical energy. It could be something to do with your inner child. If something's been taken from you, like your tail, maybe they're feeling upset. Maybe they're acting out because something has been taken from them. If that's the case, I would highly recommend you investigate that and get to the bottom of what it is that they need, okay? The Magician is the master manifester. The component I am actually getting from this is as above, so below. The Hermetic principle of what is going on inside of you is also going on outside of you. The red that they're wearing symbolizes passion, and the white that they're wearing symbolizes thought. So it's like the passion overcoming thought, using the spiritual realm to make the material realm their bitch, basically. I feel like you want to do this right now. You want that power to manifest, and you have everything that you need, but they're not together. It's not collected together. You're split, you're fragmented and off in a couple different directions right now because there's something that's upset inside of you, which would make sense if, like, you know, you had your tail cut off. Embrace your transformation. I feel like no matter what happens, you can adapt. Maybe something traumatic happened here too for some of you. And this is like, it's been even a bit assaulting to your soul, because there are moments where things happen where parts of our soul can splinter off if what is happening in the physical realm is too traumatic. And it's retrievable, but you're going to notice if that is applying to you. If there are components of yourself that you remember being when you were younger that just don't seem to be reachable right now, like maybe, you know, like life changes us for sure. We change with life. But if you used to always be this optimistic person, or, you know, this bright, bubbly, inspirational, energetic person, and for whatever reason now, like, there's no way in hell you can tap into that energy, that's a good sign that, you know, something's probably happened to split off a piece of that soul. And like I said, it's retrievable, but the best way to do that is like with a shaman. You could try to go retrieve it yourself, but it's a very tricky, like, you need to be able to walk through worlds and to remain grounded yourself to go on a journey for somebody to retrieve that soul. So those of you, if this is resonating with you, I highly recommend that you look for a shaman. And eventually, I'm just even having that thought now, eventually I may open that up as something that I will assist with, but give me some time on that. Okay, that is coming through very strongly for someone. Okay, Earth Magic 2 is what's coming through here. Page of Pentacles. You could also ask for assistance from Mother Earth here to help ground those pieces back into your reality. Whatever's happened, I'm not quite sure, but it would be something traumatic, like I said, that was distressing. The soul doesn't just do that in average or normal situations. Realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. I feel like that realignment is applying to what I said. There, maybe if you have not been feeling yourself and maybe you are putting the work in, you can't regenerate, you're feeling like it's hard for you to adapt, something is just missing, that may be it. You may be missing a piece of your soul, and it's off in a different dimension right now, which that could be why you're experiencing that split too, actually, now that I'm thinking about that. Interesting. If you can, like I said, if you know of a shaman that can help, like the service that you can pay for at this point, like I said, I I am stepping into that shamanistic side of myself. It is something that has taken me some time to just fully accept for my experience here, but it is very, very much my reality. So at some point, like I said, I will be brave and open up to offering that kind of assistance as well. Okay. So be patient with me. I just feel like there's somebody out there that needs that direction right now and that assistance. So take it if it's for you. If it's not, then don't take it. So the energy that is blocked here right now is the Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, I feel like that's kind of connected to like soul retrieval as well. Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind or not leaving something behind. For those of you that component I was just talking about, and honestly, you know, a lot of us experience soul fragmentation. It's not that rare. Like life is traumatizing AF. There are things that happen where that does happen. And you've got a period of like, you know, in human hours, 48 hours to 72 hours ish, where you can call that piece back if something traumatic has happened. But it's really difficult if you've been through something very traumatic because you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about survival because whatever's happened to you. And I'm talking about like extreme stuff, you know, harm, real harm, spiritually, emotionally, physically. That is coming through very, very strong for somebody, or for more of you than I'm maybe want to admit. I hate that because it's a tricky process. You have to be ready to assimilate that back into yourself as well. It's not an easy process. So Six of Wands, I feel very much like this is strongly it. Six of Wands talks about a homecoming too. Coming home. Success. The energy that I'm getting from this too is kind of what I was talking about with like a vibrancy, is a spark or something you feel like you've lost over time. The Six of Wands talks about an influencer, like it's the influencer card as well. They're standing on stage here, you know, at a YouTube conference. I don't know. I'm getting very strongly for some of you that this is a path that you need to look into. There's a reason why this is coming up for you, because you need to be whole. Can I get some clarification on the Six of Wands and Eight of Cups here, please? Yeah, and starting that new journey with the Eight of Cups too. Self-limiting beliefs, negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. For some of you, part of the negative roadblock that's coming up, maybe you're listening to what I'm saying and you're going, he's batshit crazy. I don't really care, to be honest with you. If that's you, I would challenge you even more to give yourself some courage to think outside of what it is you've typically been thinking. Because if you have been experiencing, like, I'm not selling you anything here, you know what I mean? I told you I'd like to be able to offer that, but I'm not quite there yet. If you've been feeling like something is just off in your life and you cannot get it together, open your mind, open your heart, ask it and them what the truth is. Talk to God, talk to the universe, your spirit team, your guides. I feel like you are getting in the way of your own regeneration to a degree right now as far as that goes. Okay. So the energy that is needed, that is available, but you need to be able to take it. You need to take it, is the Three of Cups here and Temperance. And the component of Temperance that I'm getting, Temperance is harmony and balance. But this individual here is, they're pouring it's water into a cup of fire. So they're synthesizing, combining these two elements. And what that symbolizes is bringing two polar opposites together. And again, whether it's soul retrieval or with that sine wave, like I said, having those two extremes, there's a note about bringing two extremes together, or two things that are at two points that are far away from each other, as far as they can be on the graph, to center. It could be your soul. It could be a piece of your soul. Not that you're soulless, you guys. A piece of your soul, okay? Like a Horcrux of sorts. But you didn't do it on purpose, you know? It happens to people, like I said. If things are too much to handle in this body, pieces will leave. So bringing harmony and balance in that. They're also grounded on the earth here while exploring the water here with their little tootsies, which is the emotional realm. So you're being encouraged to ground with that star that came through, balancing those chakras, grounding. Still a very important message here. Three of Cups is success, it's celebration. It's there's a connection to your siblings as well. Like maybe I feel like there's a need for some of you to call on your siblings for a reminder of something. Maybe of how you used to be. Maybe you need to be reminded maybe of like what piece is missing. Say my name, that line from, not say my name, from the Never-Ending Story, where the princess or whatever at the end is saying to Sebastian, say my name. There's something about you saying the name of that component of your soul that's really important. So whether it's siblings, your friend group, those of you that know, those people that know you well enough that can help remind you of a component maybe that has been lost, that's important right now. That's what's coming through. Been some clarification here on the Three of Cups and temperance, not temperament. That's weird. Temperament, maybe. I mean, that would make sense. You're struggling with that. Fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. That would be this, if the soul thing is applying to you, that you would be left in a state of fear. You're not feeling whole. You don't have your full power with you. You know what I mean? You can start to by get into a meditative state. Okay. Grounding is very, very important. Tap into Mother Earth here. You're going to ask her for all of the help right now. And you're going to start requesting, I call back all of my power. I call back every piece of my being, every piece of my soul, my experience, throughout every dimension and throughout all time. So be it, so it is, however you want to put that. Start engaging with your atmosphere here in that kind of way. Start calling that back. But I feel like for those of you that can't, go find a shaman right now, because I don't want you to feel like you can't help yourself either. It is just like the journey of going to gather a piece of somebody's soul really requires somebody who knows how to traverse that realm. Because there's stuff out there too. Anyway, I feel like it's important to go talk to somebody who knows what quality of this piece of your being or your soul needs to be called back. Because once you can say their name, call it by name, you will be able to identify, like pull it from wherever it is. It's a more specific call rather than a general, if that makes sense. So where this leads or what it's good for, the Chariot actually came through both decks as I was shuffling here, and I do feel there is positive forward movement that's involved with this, and balance. Willpower is needed to maintain the same direction, and faith was the biggest one that was coming through here. So I'm getting that from the Chariot in this too. This is where it leads or what it's good for here, the outcome. And the Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting from this contentment. I'm getting like peace, a lack of conflict. There is personal achievement, crossing a milestone for yourself personally. And I feel very much like all this work, even if, let's say, like you don't have a piece of yourself that's splintered off that you're trying to retrieve right now, doing this kind of work here, even just calling your power or energy back, that's not a dedicated piece of your soul, is going to start helping you feel stronger. Like you're not meant to be giving your power to anybody else. I'm seeing like exes. We tend to do that a lot, where let's say you were the person who got dumped, I don't know, and you maybe still haven't totally disconnected from it, whether consciously or subconsciously. Like I don't know, maybe you're telling yourself like, well, I care about them so much, and I think about them, and I just, I put prayers out there and hope for their best. It's great, honestly, you guys, to be supportive like that of other people, but also be careful, because what you're also doing is you're asking for pieces of your soul or your power to go be with somebody else to protect them. That ain't your job. That ain't your job, okay? And all it does is leave you weak and susceptible to damage. So we're going to call back all of our power, Okay. And this is a great like daily exercise. I call back all of my power. I call back every component of myself from every dimension throughout all time. It belongs to me. I call it back now. Right meow. Okay. Give it a try. Even me just saying that here, explaining to that, I feel more solid. I got to do that too. It's a good reminder for me. I'm, Virgo moon, Virgo rising too. I always go back and watch these readings. I'm like, oh, damn. So I'm with you, Virgo. Taking that into consideration, it's a message for me too. Okay. So yes, this is leading to a very, very good place. 9 of Pentacles is what you want. And having that be I feel like we want this, the Chariot that's coming through there, that's going to be a very fast, positive, forward momentum in luxury and style and comfort once you call your power back. Get on the phone, get on the horn, okay? We get some clarification on the 9 of the outcome here, please, Spirit. You'll feel better. I feel like you've forgotten what it feels like to feel anywhere near okay or good. This is the wrong deck. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Clarification on the outcome here, please. Divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. So that faith, like I'm talking about here in the Chariot here, the story is that the motorcycles or the Sphinx are not connected to the Chariot. The rider has to have faith that is moving their vehicle forward without needing to be physically connected. So you're being asked to trust in the timing of the divine timing here. You are being directed. Even this is a message for you guys. This is direction. This is timing, divine timing. You know what I mean? Take it or leave it. That's up to you. This is your challenge for the week here. You got 8 of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. So 8 of Pentacles is hard work, is working hard, hard work, working hard. It is, it can symbolize burnout too because of that. What I'm getting from this is what I was saying earlier here about how some of you are, like, you might be distracting yourself. Was I saying that with you? I think so. Might have been for Taurus. That was such a heavy, heavy energy. I might be bleeding through. Regardless, this message is for you as well. You may be trying to, it was Taurus. That was Taurus. You may be trying to work harder towards something to feel, because you're not feeling okay or feeling good right now, thinking that that's what you need to do. It's just, I just got to work harder. I just got to work harder. Maybe you've got somebody in your life telling you that. You just got to work harder. I almost popped the finger here. F that. I hate that so much. Don't listen to people that aren't you, to be frank, okay? Nobody knows your experience. Nobody knows what you're actually feeling. You have got to start learning to listen to yourself. And the Queen of Swords here, so she is on a mission for the truth, okay? Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it. So what I'm feeling from this is your challenge here is getting to a point of coming correct with yourself, being honest with yourself about where you are, what you need. She is kind and compassionate about it. So I feel like there is a need to be kind and compassionate towards yourself too. I feel like you're beating yourself up. Like you're forcing yourself. This is a very divine masculine experience where you're outwardly pushing yourself to do something. And I feel like that's not getting you anywhere, because the work that needs to be done is on the inside here. Inside work, you guys. You're trying to sweep the kitchen floor, but you're out on the deck and the patio door is locked. It's kind of hard to do that when you're outside. We get some clarification on the challenge here, please, Spirit. Wrong deck, okay. Outcome here, please, Spirit. I feel like you're just really questioning yourself for some reason. Four of Swords, definitely need for rest. I feel like getting to the truth is going to require resting. Like there's a wound. You're wounded right now, energetically, spiritually. You need to rest that. It's not something that just heals. Like you break your leg, you can't just keep walking on it hoping that it's going to heal. It might heal for survival's sake, but it's going to heal real funky. The bone, may not be set. It's got gangrene now. I don't know. It's really important that you guys give yourself some time to rest, okay? I think the truth will come through that'll be easier for you guys to find. So your blessing for the week here is Four of Wands and the Devil. Four of Wands is an energy of celebration. It's crossing a threshold, finish line card, as they say. It can also represent a union, like a marriage. So some of you could be getting married. That's something that could be coming up here. If that's the case, having that connected to the devil here, the devil symbolizes those things that keep us trapped or chained, stuck to the material realm here. And typically those are addictions of some sort. The card here, they're all partying, smoking, drinking, I don't know, doing mescaline. But and no judgment on any of that. What this is talking about is when it gets to a point of excess, where it is robbing you of things instead of giving you things. It's keeping you chained to something. And this may be, for those of you that this applies to, this may be something that you've picked up doing because you've been feeling numb. You've been missing that part of yourself. And instead of knowing that you need to like get it to come home, you're just trying to feel better, which is totally understandable. Like that's a human experience. Absolutely no judgment whatsoever. But having this connected to, for those of you that like the marriage or union component of that is, I feel like there's a message of like, I don't even want to say that, spirit, God. Make sure you're filling the right hole, okay? God. Make sure that you know why you're doing things is what I'm getting, okay? God. The spirit realm, you know, for anybody who, whatever, like I'm just getting to a point where I've gotten so many comments and I'm not, you believe what you want to believe, you feel what you want to believe. I get to be a free human being too. The spirit realm has a zesty humor, okay? Because they get to, just like me. But yeah, so your blessing, I feel like there's a chance to free yourself from this, okay? But it takes awareness. It takes taking that break where your challenge is, giving it a rest, getting to the point of finding that truth within yourself. Stop listening to other people right now. You may be one of those people that are addicted even to the opinions of other people. Like you need that. You don't necessarily want it because maybe it makes you feel bad, but you're just so used to leaning on that. That's your go-to. That used to be me very heavily. Manifestation, law of attraction, thoughts become things. So I feel like in your blessing, this is an illumination for you here this week. You're being, not that you're going to like wreck yourself. It's not a full check yourself before you wreck yourself, but you're being illuminated to the reality that what you are doing and thinking about is bringing more of that into your life. The as above, so below quality that came through with the magician for me. Whatever you're doing on the inside is happening on the outside. So you're just being reminded here in your blessing to pay attention to that. Start making some choices that bring you different results. If you're tired of the same old, then stop making the same old choices, right? It seems simple. It's harder to put into action. I get it, but give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Your depression, you know? Six of Pentacles, this is your gratitude, what to be grateful for here. Six of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. So this is kind of an interesting one. The Nine of Swords talks about being in a nightmare and waking up into a nightmare. So going from a nightmare to a nightmare. In the standard Wyatt card, the individual is standing up in bed, just like they are here, with like a blanket on their lap. And it symbolizes that it's not quite painful enough to make a change to get away from the nightmare. So what I'm feeling from that as far as your gratitude is you're being illuminated or asked to have gratitude that that you're still at a place where you can make a change because you want to, not because you are being forced to. A good example would be like a health concern, you know, let's say you have, let's say diabetes. That's a real good one. That's because if you don't manage that, it gets bad quick. So that's kind of what I'm getting is like, you're in a place where you still have the option to go, yeah, you know, this hurts. I don't want to just keep complaining about it. I want something to change. I'm going to make the choice to do something, to change something, even though it's hard and still uncomfortable. You're not forced to change something yet. Like your body is literally falling apart because you're not taking insulin. Does that make sense? The Six of Pentacles here is your give and take. Your charity could be money, could be health is what's coming to mind actually for you guys. For some of you, I think that maybe this is there is a wake up call sign, the sign that came through initially. Maybe something is going on physically. Like, are you noticing changes in your body? Are you feeling more dizzy? Are you feeling numbness or tingling? Are you, and I'm not giving medical advice. Like, go into a doctor if you feel like you need to, for sure. Absolutely. Like, go into a doctor if you feel like you need to, because I feel like your body's giving you signs right now. So this is your gratitude for right now. Pay attention. That rest there too. It could be stress too. Like stress can literally put you in a grave. It can kill you. Cortisol has that ability. So just love yourself, you guys. Be real with where you are right now. If this is applying to you, be real with yourself. Quit putting off what needs to be taken care of right now. Okay? And get some clarification on the Six of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, please. And I'm not reading on health, like I said, I'm not giving you health advice. That could just even be pragmatic advice. Like if you feel like your body is doing something that you're not understanding, absolutely go see a doctor and see, or a naturopath, somebody who has more knowledge about health to get some answers. Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. Maybe you're not somebody who like goes and gets help in that way. I encourage you to go check it out. Okay. Be grateful for the health that you do have right now is a part of what I'm getting to. Okay. I love you, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for joining me here this week. And I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.